So hi guys, I literally just made my first video, but I'm gonna be making my second video, which is going to be my coming out story. It's gonna be super short because it's not this huge ordeal. So basically, let me tell you, I first knew I was gay when I was literally 6 years old in kindergarten, or I think I was 5 in kindergarten, 5 or 6. Anyways, when I was in kindergarten, I literally knew I was gay because I liked this girl. She was my best friend at the time. I don't know her name, literally don't remember, but my kindergarten best friend, I literally liked her. Okay, but yeah, I liked her, and that's when I knew I was gay. But I didn't come out until I was 16. So most people, yeah, I didn't come out officially till I was 16, and then really when I just told everybody what my actual sexuality was 17. So the first person that I ever came out to, was my uncle. I was talking to this girl, and she was my lock screen, and he was like, "Who is this?" And I was like, "Oh, that's my friend." And he goes, "Oh, she's pretty." I was like, "Yeah, thanks." And then he was like, "Why is there a girl on your lock screen?" And I go, "Oh, because at the time, this is when people were like, oh, I like my status to be my cover photo, or I like my status to be, the wallpaper on my phone." So I was like, "Oh yeah, she liked my status," so I made her that. It was there was a whole bunch of people around, so I was super scared that somebody was gonna find out I was gay. But later that night, we were talking because me and him were like this. I love him. First person I ever was like, I'm gay too, literally. We were talking, just like we usually did, and then I was like, I have a question, and he was like, what's up? And then I was like, would you still love me if I was gay? And he was like, yeah, duh. And then I started crying. I was like, I'm gay, blah blah blah. I was like, I'm sorry. And then he was just like, okay, why are you sorry? I still love you, I was crying, and then I was like, I'm scared that my mom's gonna hate me. And he was like, no, your mom is super accepting, super loving. So I was like, I don't know about that. Which is, my mom is super accepting of gay people, but it's just different when it's you coming out to people. So that was the first person I ever came out to. And then I moved with my grandma because I wanted to go to a different school, and so I moved out of town. And then the day after homecoming of junior year, actually in high school, I was call my mom on the phone. I said Mom, I have to tell you something. She said, what? I was like, she's like, you're not pregnant? I was like, no. I was like, I'm gay. And she goes, oh, okay, I still love you, you're my daughter. She said, if you get a girlfriend, make sure she's super pretty. And I was like, okay. That was really the whole gist of it. And then I called my dad on the phone, and I was like, Dad, I have to tell you something. And then he was like, what's up? I was like, no, I'm gonna wait till you get home, I'm scared. He was like, no, can't you tell me now? I was like, no. But then he was like, just tell me. I was like, I'm gay. And he was like, oh, okay, I still love you. And then later that night we went on a ride. He was like, how long you knew? And this is when I was like, oh, I just kind of didn't want to disappoint people. That's why I was like, oh yeah, I'm bisexual. But no. And then he was like, how long you know girls? And I was like, for a very long time, I know. And he was like, oh, okay, I know gay people, blah blah blah. So he was cool with it. And then I told my grandma, because that's my heart. That's the person I'm so scared to come out to, because I was like, my grandma hates me, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. So my grandma was literally sick. She had a cold or something. And I was like, Grandma, I have to tell you something. And she said, what? And I was like, I'm gay. And she said, no. I was like, yeah. She said, no. I was like, yeah. She said, really? And I was like, yeah. She said, oh, okay. And then she gave me a hug and she gave me a kiss, and that was it. I came out to my best friend over text message, literally. But all my friends in high school, 10th grade year, would call me gay, and they were like, nah, you're so gay, blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, I'm fucking not. I'm not gay. Don't call me gay, blah, blah, blah. But, sis, the way I was acting is, it's so obvious. People would ask me constantly. And I'm like, no, I'm not gay. That's just my friend. That's just how we are, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. But I came out to, like, officially came out to my best friend over text messages. I texted her and I was like, would you still love me if I was lesbian? And she said, duh. Like, literally, she's like, duh, nah, like, that's a stupid question. And I was like, well, yeah, I'm gay. And she was like, I already knew, duh. And I was like, oh, okay. So then my old boy best friend at the time, I texted him and the reaction was not good. So that kind of like was like, oh. So, but then he was like, you still my best friend, like, I love you, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Then I came out to my other friends, which it wasn't really a shock because, like I said, in 10th grade, like, that's when I really started to, like, I guess not be able to hide it so much, because I'd be like, I'm 39% gay, I'm 40% gay, sis, literally. Okay, so after that, like, when I started my new school, I didn't, like, have any friends for, like, a month or so, and then I met these two girls, Kristen and Lily. I still love them because, like, they kind of made my 11th grade year way better, because I was, like, super depressed and at this new school, and I had, like, nobody. So I told them, like, you know, I'm like, I'm gay, blah blah blah. They didn't give a damn. They were like, okay, cool. Like, one of them had a gay brother. So somebody walked past my room. I got scared, but they didn't care, so that was cool. And then I didn't, like, really come out to people at school, just because, like, even though I went to, like, this really really accepting school where, like, they were, like, super LGBTQ, like, I was just still scared, you know, to come out to strangers. It's kind of how it is when you first come out. You're like, oh my god, I don't want nobody to know, blah blah blah. So 12th grade is when I really, like, started putting it on the table of that, like, I'm gay. Then one of my exes, like, my first kind of serious, like, long-term relationship, I guess you can say, is that's, like, really when I was like, okay. And then when I was dating my ex, I brought her to my little cousin's birthday party, and that's how I came out to, like, my extended family, I guess you can say. Like, well, my one cousin already knew because, like, they had me on Snapchat and stuff, so they kind of knew, but they just didn't tell. But then, like, that's how I came out to my aunt, my uncle, I guess you can say, and my cousins, whatever. I was like, it's my girlfriend, and they were like, oh, nice to meet you. And that was, like, kind of the end of it. And then when I got to college is when I'm like, hi, I'm 9, I'm gay. Like, that's how I am, because, you know, I'm upfront with it, because, you know, I'm not ashamed of who I am, and, you know, if you don't like gay people, then I don't want you around me. So that's my little coming out story. And, you know, besides me, like, daily coming out to people who are like, oh, and I'm like, no, I'm gay. But that's my little coming out story. Nothing bad. It was, like, super kind of positive. I mean, of course I've had, like, some bad reactions, but, you know, I don't let that faze me, because I was in the closet, like, for so long, like, being ashamed and thinking that, like, oh my god, I'm so weird, like, why do you like girls, like, that's not normal, like, you know, like, that's disgusting. And, like, now I'm just, you know, super proud to be who I am, and I just kind of, you know, wear that on my sleeve. So thank you for listening to this little story, I guess. You know, follow me on Instagram at NIZZY.NYY, and add me on Snapchat TRVP.NYZJRIONA, and be the you that you love the most, because that's all that matters. Bye, guys.